Today, we are going to see if Cynthia's Diamond and Pearl Championship team is going to be able to take out the Johto Pokemon League. So let's see if it can conquer it. You know, it was a scary team when we faced it, her amazing Garchomp. But will it be enough to take out this Pokemon League? So we have the same exact moves as her teams. The levels differ as we go on. As of right now, they are all at 42, I believe. Just because that is Will's level of the Ace. And we are going to go by Nuzlocke rules in a way. If a Pokemon faints, it is out for the rest of this Elite Four. So let's jump on in against Will. Starts off with Xatu. We're going to go with our Milotic here. It's going to use me first. So we're going to use a Surf here. The reason why we're doing a Surf is that Ice Beam won't be able to take it out. It'll leave it in the red. Okay, so we're just going to go with another Surf here. I didn't think Surf was going to do that much damage. Just because I don't want us to have that chance of getting frozen. So, big Surf here. Knocks out Xatu. And the first Elite Four Pokemon is down. I was going to send out Jinx here. We are going to go with our... What should we go with? We're going to go with our Spiritomb here. Spiritomb, it doesn't really have something that stands out in its stats. You know, its special attack, physical attack is basically the same. The greatest thing about Spiritomb is that its weaknesses are 0, basically. So we are going to go with a Dark Pulse here. So use Lovely Kiss, put us to sleep. Okay, that stinks. So the only thing that it can do here is basically Ice Punch and Lovely Kiss. And how long are we going to be asleep for is going to be the annoying part. Okay, and we wake up, hit a Dark Pulse, and as you can see here, that it really, as a super effective move, takes to the red. I feel like it's gonna go for a full restore, which it does. So one more Dark Pulse, hoping for a crit here. Can get the knockout, which we get a lower roll there. So this last Dark Pulse will knock it out, but we get put asleep again. That's annoying. So annoying. Come on, can we wake up? Okay, so it's going to use an Ice Punch. Do we have anything that can tank the Ice Punch? Which we don't. Maybe Lucario? We go for Lucario's switch here. I feel like we have to, just because we don't want Spiritomb to get knocked out this early. So now we just need to outspeed the Jinx, which we don't, but it still uses Lovely Kiss. Why is it... Okay. So now it's going to go for a Psychic here. But we will switch to Spiritomb here. Okay, well, why you gotta be annoying, right? I'll use this. Yep. There's the Psychic. So now it's going to go for an Ice Punch, which will switch to Milo Tick to tank. So now we just can't get frozen. So we'll just hit a surf here. Lovely kiss, are you? Dude, come on. Alright, let's see. We can probably tank the Psychic. Okay. Oh, it woke up. You surf. Oh my gosh. Alright, so... wow, that was quite annoying. So it's going to go to Executor here. We will kind of want to stay in. I feel like I have to stay in, but we're not. We've been sleeping. Could I survive a Psychic here? So we're going to stay in. We're going to go for an Ice Beam here. And we're going to go down to 1. Can we tank the Psychic? We should. Takes us to 3. And a Surf will knock it out. So Executor is down. Okay. Whew. Okay. Got 2 left. A little nervous on this Slowbro. We're going to switch out for Slowbro. Let us go to Roserade here. This might be a dumb move. Use Energy Ball here. And it's on 1 HP. Are you serious? It goes for Curse, but that's okay. Oh, okay. It's gonna go for a full restore here, most likely. Okay, it doesn't, so we're gonna go for an Energy Ball, knock it out. And 1 Pokemon left. And then there's this other Xatu, which I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to take this out. Which I feel like we're going to go to Gastrodon. I think is the play here. Probably going to go for a Confuse Ray, which is going to be annoying. So let's go for Stone Edge here. Let's go for Psychic. And we took it with the crit. Okay. And we missed. What the heck? Alright, so let's go to our... Probably gonna bait a Psychic here. So we're gonna go to Spiritomb here. Okay, so we baited the Psychic. And now it's gonna go for Aerial Ace or Confuse Ray. Probably Aerial Ace. And we're gonna switch back to Garchomp. So there's Aerial Ace. And we're gonna go. We think the Dragon Rush is gonna hit. Well, that's the only thing we can really use here. It doesn't hit. We're gonna have to tank a Psychic. But what does that do to us? Okay, it gets us half. We hit the Dragon Rush this time. And it's 3/4, but with the Citrus Berry, we'll take it to half. Take another Psychic. So let us switch out here. We think Gastron is gonna tank it. Roselia will probably die. Lucario's out. Spirit Bomb's asleep, so I feel like we gotta go to Gastron, and if we sack it, to be honest, it's probably the best one to sack at this point. Can it tank an Aerial Ace? Okay, we can. What would he use? Would he use Earthquake? Would it use Psychic? Or would it just go for the Aerial Ace? I feel like it has to automatically go for the Aerial Ace, which Gastrodon's done. Swim. Alright, so we're gonna sack Gastrodon, which I feel like is the best move here. Let us go to Garchomp here. We gotta go for a Dragon Rush. We hit the Dragon Rush. Doesn't knock it out. And it does. Okay. So we did lose probably the best Pokemon we could have lost, to be honest. Oh, whew. Will was annoying. I will give him that. With Will down, we did lose our first Pokemon, but I feel like it was the best out of all of them. It is time to move on to Koga, the Poison Specialist and the former gym leader of Kanto. We are going to jump in here, and we're not going to lose a single Pokemon. I'm calling it here. You know, we're going to keep on 5-on-5 all the way to the end. Aridos is going to come in. We're going to use Psychic. And it doesn't one-hit. It does lose its special defense. So we're going to use another Psychic here after the full restore, which should knock it out with that -1 special defense. Which does. But you gotta love that. So, next he's gonna go Fortress here. This will stay in. Can we get a Lucario Sweep maybe, huh? Or a Sphere. Gonna take it a half. Gonna start setting up Toxic Spikes. One more Aura Sphere will knock it out. This might bait out Crobat. Which can set up Venomoth. The Venomoth does know Psychic. But we're gonna risk it. We're gonna keep Lucario in. We're gonna run it. We're gonna attempt to run the table with Lucario. Hits a Psychic of his own. Venomoth's faster. He goes Supersonic. Okay. That was lucky. And down goes Venomoth. And now he's going to send out Crobat, which at this point, we're done. We're out. We're going to Milotic. We're out. Fun meet ya, but we're going. We do get poison though. But we will hit an Ice Beam here. Okay, we hit a miss. Double team again. That's going to be annoying. Wing attack's going to come in. Alright. Doesn't do much, but we finally get that Ice Beam off. And it's going to be a one-hit crit. We needed that with all them double teams. Brings out his final Pokemon, which is going to be Muck. And we're going to switch here. We're going to go back to Lucario here. Out comes Muck. And we are going to use one more Psychic. I can Pulse or Earthquake. Let's go for a Psychic, I guess. Don't think it will knock it out. It gives half, okay? Let us use one more Psychic here. I don't think it'll knock it out, which will issue a full Restore. Yeah, it's not going to knock it out. It's going to go for a Minimize here. And I don't think the Black Sludge will take it. The Orange. Yeah. Not even close. Going to go for a full Restore there. And we missed our Earthquake, which is not good. We're going to hit this one. Does that do more than Psychic? It does, surprisingly. So he's now -2 defense. So we got to kind of watch out for that in terms of Gunk Shot. I think it'll probably go for a Minimize. Doesn't matter. Earthquake's going to take it out. And the Lucario show against Koga is over. Taking out 4 out of its 5 Pokemon. You gotta love it out of Lucario. 2 Elite Four members down. 3 more to go. And next up is Bruno, the fighting expert. So we're going to hop on in here. We're going to start with our Roserade. And he's going to start with his Hitmon top. So we're going to use our Eccentric, which maybe will knock it out. Not 100% sure. It does have counter though, which is going to stink if this does not knock him out. And it doesn't, but it missed. Okay. And we're going to have to waste one more full restore out of him. First full restore is gone. Wow, that was a... Gotta love that. Okay, and then one more, we'll knock it out. Whew. So 1 down, 4 to go. Gonna go Hitmonlee next. Does have Blaze Kick. I gotta watch out for that. Let us go to Spirit Tomb here. Just because that Blaze Kick does scare me. Let's use a Psychic here. Geez, Swagger. That's annoying. Can we fight through this confusion, or I gotta switch out here? Okay, we're gonna hit the Psychic here. And it's gonna do half here. We go for a Blaze Kick here. Does decent damage. Can we fight through this confusion? Can we get off another Psychic? Let's go. And it's on 1 HP. Are you serious? Does Bruno waste his... I don't think it's going to waste another full restore. So it's going to go for a Blaze Kick. We'll go with Milotic here. Kind of bait it out. Go for a Focus Energy, and we'll just go for a Surf here, and it's going to Swagger me also. Okay. Can I get the Surf off? Okay, that's a negative. I'm going to call a High Jump Kick here. Go back to Spirit Tomb. And crashed and knocked himself out. That's one way to knock it out. And Onyx is going to come out next, and we will go back to our Roserade. Comes out Onyx, we will use an Energy Ball here. Which will knock it out in a one-shot. So he's got 2 Pokemon left. Roserade gonna get that level up there. And Hitmonchan is coming out. We're gonna switch out. It does no Ice Punch, Fire Punch, so not our area to kind of mess around. We will go to... Who do we go to here? Do we go to the card? It does have Fire Punch though. Let's go to Spirit Tomb. So we are going to go for a Psychic here. It's going to go for an Ice Punch. Going to kind of tank that well. Psychic doesn't do what we needed it to do. Let's go for another Ice Punch. I feel like we have Let's stay in. I feel like we need to take another one. Let's go for a Psychic here. Let's go for a Thunder Punch instead. Okay, it hits to 10. Hit the Psychic here. I'm gonna say it doesn't use a full restore here. Let's switch to Lucario. Bait out a Bullet Punch. Switch it Bullet Punch there. And then one Psychic here will knock it out. And Lucario is going to level up here. So it leaves its final Pokemon, its Ace, its Machamp. So for Machamp, I feel like we have to switch. Let's go to Roserade here. I feel like that's the smart thing. So there's really no smart answer to this. So let us go with our Exocentury. How much does that do? Okay, it doesn't. That's a good chunk. Now we just need to survive whatever attack it does. Rock Slide, we should survive that Rock Slide easily. Okay. And then one more. Should knock it out. And it does. Okay, good. So Bruno is now done. And we didn't take a single loss there, which is good. Whew. With Bruno down, we are on the 4th member of the Elite Four, and that's going to be, which I think is the strongest out of the first 4, which is Karen. Karen's going to start off with her most annoying Pokemon in the whole Elite Four, including the champion, is her Umbreon. That's going to use Double Team, Confuse Ray, and all that annoying thing. We're going to start with our Lucario, though. So that was a big hit there. And there it is, with its Confuse Ray. I don't see it using a full restore here. So can we fight through this Confuse Ray? And we can. And that's going to knock out Umbreon. So now it's probably going to bait out her probably strongest Pokemon, which is definitely her strongest Pokemon, her Houndoom. We're going to switch out of here just because it has Flamethrower, and we don't want to get one shot here. So I'm going to go to Milotic, or... I guess we'll go to Milotic, that's fine. So Milotic's gonna come. We're gonna hit a Surf here. And there it goes with its Nasty Plot, which is not a good thing. It's gonna raise its special attack, and then it's just gonna start sweeping with Dark Pulse and Flamethrower. So we kinda gotta stay away from that. Hit a Surf, knocks it down to red. I kinda wanted it to stay in red to use the last full restore, or its first full restore. So there it goes with a Dark Pulse. We should survive it. Hopefully. Thank you. Got a little nervous there. And we're gonna knock out Houndoom, and now we get the critical. Really, when we don't need it, we always get the crits. So it's gonna go Vileplume here. We're gonna switch out. We don't really have anything for Vileplume. Where do we want to go from here? I can go to Roserade, maybe hit a Psychic here. Maybe that's the move. So let's do that. Let's go for... Will it knock it out, though? That is the question. Which it does. We get the crit when we need it. Alright, so there we go. Back-to-back crits. Now we move on to the final Pokemon, which is probably the worst one. Spiritomb's here. Can't do anything to it. I'm hoping it goes for a Spite. But I don't want it to use Destiny Bond. That is what kind of scares me right now. So I'm going to use Silverwind first. And use Spite. Okay. And look, as soon as I hit either Psychic or Dark Pulse, I'm going to get knocked out. So let's go for Dark Pulse. Okay, so we need Spite again. Okay, hey, we're chill. As long as it doesn't use Destiny Bond, we're good. Dark Pulse, does it knock it out? It doesn't. I'm thinking that it's gonna go for a Destiny Bond here. So I'm gonna throw out... It doesn't really matter who I throw out. I'm just gonna throw out Lucario, I guess. Or we'll use a full restore. Okay, it does use full restore. Let's use a Psychic with Lucario here. Okay, missed the Focus Blast. That was lucky. Forgot it had Focus Blast. And Psychic's not going to knock it out. It's going to go for another Focus Blast here, so we will switch into Spiritomb. And there goes Focus Blast, which misses. And then one more Dark Pulse will knock it. And there's the Destiny Bond. That is not what I wanted. No, 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 no. Oh my god. Crit, really? Oh my... I was a... Oh... So we defeat Karen. And we're down to 4 Pokemon. Oh, that really stinks. But now it's off to the champion. It is time to take on Lance, the dragon expert himself. And it's time to crown a new Indigo champion. So, his first Pokemon here, it's a Gyarados. We don't really have anything that can kind of combat it well. We're going to use our Roserade, because the other 3 I feel like we have to save, just because of this whole dragon team. So we're going to throw Roserade out right now. We will go for a Sludge Bomb to start out. Should get down to half. We get a little bit more than half. We get a poison. really doesn't help us that much. Take an Ice Fang. But as long as we don't get frozen, we should be good. Okay, we're good. Hurt by poison. As long as it doesn't take it to the red, we're fine. And one more Sludge Mob will knock out the Gyarados. Okay, we're good. We're chilling. And now it just turns into a fist fight, you know. It's going to turn into basically a 3v5. We're going to save Roserade in case we need a sacker later. It's going to go Charizard here. We're going to go with our Milotic. So, as long as we don't flinch, it's going to probably use Air Slash. We should be okay. Okay, we get off our Surf. And that's going to do a lot of damage. Do they switch here? Lance likes to switch Pokemon. I'm going to go with an Ice Beam just in case he switches out here. If he does withdraw, okay, he's going to go into his first Dragonite, which is awesome. This one either knows Thunder or Blizzard. I'm assuming this one knows Thunder. But it just got an Ice Beam to the chest, which it probably is going to get knocked out, which it does. So calling that switch was awesome. Let's see, go back to Charizard. It's going to go do another Dragonite here. Let's just stay in. So these Thunder Waves. It's going to get annoying. Okay. It's fine. Can we fight through it? We can and get another Ice Beam. So there goes another Dragonite, and it is down to a 3v, basically 3, because Roserade is gone. And he's going to go down to his Aerodactyl. We're going to switch. We're going to throw in our man, our dude. There he comes. Our Garchomp. The man, the myth, the legend himself. We are going to go with... What can we go with here? Probably Brick Break. It's going to do normal damage. Do a big part Rock, part Flying. That's a decent chunk. I don't think a Dragon Rush will knock it out. We can try. Let's just try it. It's going to withdraw its Dragonite. And goes in with Charizard. So it took a Dragon Rush to the face. See you later. Okay. Gotta love it. So it's going to come out Dragonite's next. I'm going to go... I am nervous. Let's go to Milotic here. So this Dragonite is his ace. No Safeguard, Outrage, Hyper Beam, Fire Blast. We just don't want it to get an Outrage out. So I need to fight through and hit an Ice Beam here. I'm gonna go Safeguard. Okay. And we get the Ice Beam off, but I don't know if it's gonna be enough now. It is on literally 1 HP. Okay, so if Barry takes it out of full restore rate, does it still full restore? Go for an Ice Beam. I'm gonna go Hyper Beam here. Okay. Can we we still get off the ice beam. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Milotic put in the work. So it's final Pokemon coming back out. It's Aerodactyl. And we're going to finish, or attempt to finish, with our ace, Garchomp here. Let's go for a Dragon Rush here. We'll go for an Aerial Ace, okay. I should have a Brick Break. Let's go for a Brick Break. It's an Aerial Ace. Okay, gets into yellow. Gets it to where we can finish it, alright? With one Dragon Rush. Never mind, because it uses a full restore. Okay. Oh, come on, Garchomp. Hit it. Can you not? Garchomp, man. What are we doing? Great job. You deserve to go down. I'm honestly, now I'm a little worried. Can Milotic take a... I don't think it'd take a Thunder Fang. I think... Okay, it does take it. Does it fight through? And it uses an Ice Beam? Oh my... This is gonna be huge here. And it one hits with the crit! Are you serious? Down goes Aerodactyl. Let's go. Man, Milotic coming through. Oh my gosh. Milotic handling itself. So there we have it. We defeated Lance. Honestly, I feel like Milotic would have gone down. It might have been over there. I don't know if I see Lucario taking an Aerial Ace, and Roselia was already in red, and Aerial Ace would have knocked it out anyways. I think going through this whole team, Gastrodon is definitely the worst out of them all. And all seriousness, I don't think Garchomp is the ace of this team. I think Milotic is the true ace. Only has 2 attacking moves, which kind of are not the greatest, with Surf and Ice Beam, so there's not a lot of nothing really you can do about it. But Milotic is truly the MVP of this. Garchomp was there. It did its thing here and there. Honestly, Lucario and even Spiritomb really outworked Garchomp. So there you have it. Cynthia's team is now the new Pokemon League champion in Johto.